Hey, so, um, here's kind of a process that you could use to write a story. Um, First off, probably either start writing come up with a bit of it, and probably would be come up with the characters. Um, think of the start, then kind of put in your, write down the start. Then just kind of think about in your head then what's going on. Um, and probably like depend on that will and then maybe try and write it down also a few times. But yeah, leave like the thought in your head for a bit. There would be some changes, but like and like maybe watch some stuff also on about characters and stuff like that, like character analyzations, and then think about how your character would how you would want your character to be based on what you've heard of it. Um, uh, I'm at characters, but yeah, I guess what you get what I mean. Um, if you're having trouble coming up with a character, if you're like you're reading like if you're going with like another series, maybe base the character off one. Um, like if you want a character, but like Superman be based off of Superman originally, and then you change it to be kind of like a separate thing completely. Um, then that's probably how I would do it. But the thing about story and coming up with stuff is that everyone does it differently. So here's just some advice from me. But yeah, you can also do it. Decide your own way. Um, uh, okay. Okay, if you want to work with a fantasy world and you want to come up with your own places, probably would be best to look up on videos on how place names work and how just like a bunch of world build, what's like a bunch of world building videos. Um, it's kind of like the same. I mean, it's kind of like the same thing for the character one. Wants like a bunch of character analyzations or world building analyzation, just world building in general. If you maybe want to draw a map out, that would probably be a good idea. If you want to come up with places, whether if you want to change the map up later, that's okay. I mean, yeah, of course it's okay because it's your decision, and I don't really have anything to say against it. Um, Actually, I'll show you a map I made. It's not the current web map for the story, and even the world name is just not right. I changed it afterwards, but besides that, and a bunch of the place names, it just I don't really like them, and even like the territory lines, and like just colors I choose are definitely like I should have I can have done better, but yeah, you probably won't be able to read anything that's on it, but that was just a quick example. Um, for sci-fi, if you want like do maybe like a layout of the spaceship, if you're doing on a spaceship or a colony, or like also yeah, if you're doing a spaceship thing, maybe if you can draw, try and draw what the outside may look up for spaceship, or do the same thing for colony, and if it's on like a different planet, kind of like draw what the planet could be like, um, and maybe if there's any other alien races. Like visual is definitely probably like a good way to help yourself write. I think it may be probably wrong on that, but like having visuals in mind, even if it's if it's all in front of you, it's probably easier like to describe something if you know what it looks like actually what it look like. And even if you're bad at drawing, kind of find like a sim. Maybe if you know a good person who's good at drawing, then maybe you go and ask them about maybe they could draw one for you. Uh, it's up to them. Uh, honestly, yeah, and maybe if you want to like write a story about like a current resistant thing, like let's say if you want to write a story for Pokemon, um, probably would be the best idea to look at like watch people play through fan games and see what they're like. Watch people, just like there's tons of videos on if they were a gym leader or like people making their own regions out there. Or even if they're an evil team. That one is pretty big as well. Um, for the Pokemon one, I don't want to name any YouTubers, but yeah, there are some. If you want, yeah, yeah, if you were to want to do like one about superheroes, okay, my kind of maybe like do the same. It's the same thing for the characters, but maybe you want to come up with their powers first, then they do their character. Um, okay. Yeah. Same thing could work with if you want to like write a mage, come up with like what type of spells they would use, or if they're, or like look at like D&D, another version like D&D or like D&D or some other game like D&D. That's all I can think of for fantasy RPGs that have classes. Yeah. Maybe look at different different cultures like myths and legends to help you out base off stuff for it, like abilities. If you, I'm kind of a bit over the place, and yeah, probably to a row script. This is probably going to be a one take, and I hope so. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay. Let's say if you were to want to make a like a pantheon of gods for like a fantasy, or just want to do it for your superhero one. I'm not sure why, or you're yeah, or you want to actually have like an alien race in like a sci-fi story, believe in a god, certain like pantheon gods. Um, don't if you're going to do alien ones, why would they believe in the same ones that would be on Earth? Kind of look why gods were there, and like maybe probably writing crazy myths down for them would be a best idea how they got there and stuff like that. Or if they're always there, like the Christian or the Judeo-Christian God, I'm pretty sure, or like, and if you want them to have like the good pantheon gods, you have like a devil of some sort, like that religion too. Probably just look at religions that have that, or also maybe looking at like other fantasy versions of gods as well, like D&D's, Skyrim, Skyrim. I meant Elder Scrolls, not Skyrim. I mean Elder Scrolls is a part of Skyrim. Skyrim is part of Elder Scrolls, so yeah. So okay. yeah, I think so. That's it. So kind of bye. See ya. I mean, not see ya unless I actually know you. Yeah. But